Hello, this is Rebecca Kelly from the Cecil County Fair. Today we're going to go through the 4-H livestock sale buyers orientation. So this is for potential buyers at the livestock auction this year, since we are having a fair in 2021. As you can see on this page, this is our livestock sale committee. It's myself, along with many people who help make the sale go round, as well as the county fair. So the animals that will potentially be offered this year would be market beef steers, market dairy steers, pigs, lambs, meat goats, rabbit trios, broiler pairs, and meat duck pairs. This is your opportunity to support local 4-H youth and to purchase some of Cecil County's 4-H's finest hand-raised animals. So for our sale information, this is a really big change from all the years that I can remember. The sale will start at noon on Saturday, July 31st. So it's no longer on Friday. It'll be Saturday, July 31st. The social starts at 11 a.m. and the sale is slated to start at 12 noon on Saturday, the 31st. And animals will be sold per lot. So in years past, we've sold by the pound. That is no longer. We're going to sell them per head. So beef steers, dairy steers, market hogs, lambs, goats, they will all be sold per head. Our broilers will be sold in pairs, as well as our meat ducks, and our meat rabbits are still sold as a trio. So the sale order, the animals will sell randomly. Grand champions and reserve grand champions are optional to sell in 2021 and will be sold towards the middle of the virtual, well, not a virtual sale, but we have that option, will be sold in the middle of the sale. 4-Hers will be selected to sell randomly. Every 4-Her will sell one animal before they sell a second animal. And the only exceptions are if a 4-Her has 2 or 3 different animals that were selected as a champion, then they would sell those in that chunk in the middle. Our grand champion and reserve purchases, all champion and reserve animals that are sold in the sale, photos will be sent to the buyer and promoted in next year's premium book and sale flyer. And the purchaser of grand champion animals will receive a banner, and a reserve animals will receive a plaque with a picture as well. So you might think, why buy? You're going to be supporting the local agriculture in our community and the youth as well. So the livestock sale marks the culmination of months of hard work when 4-H members offer that project animals for sale to the highest bidder. You have the opportunity to support local ag and 4-H youth by purchasing some of Cecil County's finest hand-raised market animals. Proceeds often go to fund college education and fund the future projects in 4-H for these kids. You're investing in future leaders and professionals, and as a buyer, you get the satisfaction of supporting hardworking 4-H youth, and you get a local product. Buy local, you know where your meat and your food is coming from. So initially as well, meat for your freezer. Okay, so since 4-H market animals are quality hand-raised market animals, they should dress out well. Beef and dairy steers should dress out at around 60%, swine 70%, lambs 50%, and goats 50%. If you and another person go together, you're able to split the meat and split the cost evenly. You can even divide that meat up in 3 or 4 ways. So here we kind of have a breakdown. So let's say that you paid $1,200 for a 1,200 pound dairy steer. It dresses out at 720 pounds. We kind of had to have the processing of, what it would be like from the butcher, the cost of that, the slaughter of the market animal, the waste removal and the total, and the actual cost per pound that's on there. So remember, when you are coming to the sale, the following cost factors do vary and can change. So the cost you paid for the animal, the meat processing fees, and the weight the animal dresses out as. So meat for your freezer processing information. So buyers have the choice to send their animals to Gavino Meat Company in Conowingo. If you want your animal to go to another processor, it is your responsibility as the buyer to get the animal there. The sale committee and seller will make arrangements to transport your animal to Gavino, but buyers are responsible for the processing costs. Broiler, meat duck, and rabbit processing is the responsibility of the buyer. However, many of the 4-Hers do provide the processing for the buyer and will then get in touch with you and drop that animal off. Alternative option if you don't want the meat. So let's say you want to support the community, you want to support the kids, you want to come out to the sale, but you just don't have the room for the meat, or maybe you just don't need it at the time. You are able to turn the animal back. So the buyer will pay the difference between market price and the initial sale price. The calculation example, so it goes through this as well. So let's say the market price is $960, and the amount that you will have to pay out of that would be $240. However, you don't get to keep the meat. If you turn it back and you pay the difference, then you're just paying to support. And the following cost factors do vary and can change: the cost you paid for the animal and the market price. As well, a lot of local companies like to support the kids because you're able to display buyers' information on the outside of many of our barns, particularly our beef and swine barns during the fair. Also, all buyers will be printed on the buyers list in the Cecil County Fair catalog. There might be articles advertising buyers in the local newspapers. And like we said, you get banners and plaques to sort of display in your business if you have that. There also are potential tax benefits in purchasing. You may be eligible to receive certain tax benefits by buying a 4-H livestock animal as a business, and businesses that buy animals may claim their participation in the sale as a business advertising expense. So you might want to contact your accountant for more information on that to see if you can fall within those parameters. Buyers will need to register at the registration checkout table with the sale committee prior to bidding on an animal. So when you come on that Saturday, between 11 and 11:30, that's a good 30 minutes before the sale starts. You're able to sign up, get a bidder number. Don't wait till the last minute to register because you might miss an opportunity to bid. And as a buyer, you dictate on the price to bid for the animal at the auction, and the market animal sold to the highest bidder. After posting the high bid, winning bidders will show their bidder's number. Buyers will need to check out at the registration checkout table with the sale committee. Our preferred method of payment is check. However, for an additional fee, buyers can pay via credit card. So if you have any questions or you want to know more, when the sale gets closer, you want to know what kind of animals are being offered, you can always call me at 443-206-8766, or you can email at auction@cecilcountyfair.org. Also, April Barcheski, our 4-H educator, is available, and her information is up here, as well as the Cecil County Fairs. We hope to see you there and have a great turnout for our 2021 auction.